Same thing at a meeting. Titus, we love this show. It's perfect. Here's what we want to change. Yeah. So, fourth president came in last year, and one of the top floor. By the way, here's how far I succeeded. With no college, I had my own television show that I starred in. I was a writer on, executive producer on national television prime time. Let's go in. No, don't clap. I'm not trying to clap. I'm telling you, let's see the fall. The president sat down across from me at this big meeting and next to Rupert Murdoch's office, and it's cheeky with all her people, and the studio president had all their people, and all my people were on the other side of the table. It felt like a rumble was going to happen. You know, you're the only one that thought the rumble was going to happen, right? Nobody else thought, whoop, this is going to be a rumble. The president looks at me and goes, Titus, we love this show. Here's what we want to change. I want you to split up the main characters and have them cheat on each other. And here's a sentence that cost me $30 million. I look at the network president, the person that runs all of it. Someone could have reminded me. And I say, do you even watch the show? Because let me explain to you how this works. Yeah, that's where he started. First of all, the whole show's based on one premise. Two screwed up people together make a great couple. If I break them up and have them cheat on each other, they're just like every other scumbag in the world, and they suck, they're not funny anymore, and the show's over, so we're not doing it! And I knew when I finished, the whole place was going to stand up like Gladiator. Yeah! And I finished! And it was dead silence. People were drinking their water at the same time. Right? These chairs are comfortable. The only sound I could hear is the thermostat lowering itself. And then a tumbleweed blew across the table. For some reason I heard Clint Eastwood's voice. You fucked up. And then our president goes, fine. And it turns out if you tell your boss they're stupid long enough, they will fire you. And they couldn't fire me because the show was doing so well. So what they did instead was they stopped all the promo the next week. A month later, they put us next to West Wing, which is #1 in the ratings, and the ratings were down. But then the people found it again. The ratings came up, so they moved us again. Except this time, it was like Sunday, 2:30 in the morning. Here's what a douchebag loser I am. I piss these people off so bad. They had to tell me on a certain day before midnight if they're going to pick the show up or cancel it. They called me at 11:52. I pissed them off so bad somebody stayed up late. They're like, we should call Titus. No. Give me 2 hours and 22 minutes. I want to use up all his hope. They called me, Titus, for canceling your show. Sorry, click. And the second the phone went down, I knew it was because of me. You're an idiot. You're a loser. It wasn't the show's fault. The show was funny. Case Jason Keats, all the actors were brilliant. And I didn't sleep that night. That morning went in, I grabbed my brand new baby daughter out of her crib. Baby I could no longer afford. You can't kill two. Well, it could be an accident, right? Sat down in a very expensive house I just bought that I can no longer afford. Glanced out the window. My broken Viper. I was now officially a long sculpture. And I cried for an hour and 40 minutes. Because I realized you're a loser, dude, and it's never going to change no matter what you do. And I'm sure that's not going to ruin my daughter. I'm sure she's 19, she's not going to have dreams. That daddy just sobs, I don't know why. And at the time I was in the good mood. The next 4 days were bad. I was walking around the house in one flip-flop and an open robe, drinking vodka. I hate the network! I love the network. And my very supportive, loving wife at the time got in my face and said, you're such a loser, you can't even keep a TV show on the air. I love you, vodka. I'm gonna divorce this bitch. And I did. 4 years later. After I proved I couldn't keep a TV show on the air. And I filed for divorce. And I went home, and because she was seeing 2 other guys. That's enough, right? She also records like all the checks. Right? 2 guys. She destroyed our bank accounts, and I went to court. I thought she's divorced. She's kind of screwing up. All right. She got in front of the court and said, Your Honor, this man's been beating me for 20 years and beating the children. Yeah, and the judge's like, well, Mr. Titus, we don't know if she's telling the truth or not. Well, I do. And he goes, well, we don't, so you can't see your kids for a while, and you need to move out of your house. Right, so here's what, now, I've reached the peaks of the peak. And in a very short time, I failed at my job, I failed at my marriage, I failed my children, I failed financially, and I failed as Darth Vader. And here's how bad my brain was. I actually had to go rent a house in San Bernardino Valley, and I walk into this house, and I went to the garage because they had cars, you know, so go out, I wanted to make sure they were safe. And I looked up at the rafters, and I saw myself hanging from the rafters. Like, oh, this is Stephen King's old place. I don't want this one. Here's my bright spot. I meet this girl. About a month after this happened, I meet this girl. 13 years young, living gorgeous, smoking hot, like beautiful. And frankly, that was enough. You don't even need to speak my language. Just get in bed naked and fill the darkness inside of me, please. She was also smart. She had 2 college degrees, and she kept saying stuff to me. You're so smart. You're so funny. You're brilliant, and you're sexy. And my inner reach was like, what the hell is her deal, man? She's going to lies her ass off.